Hi all, Six Shot in my next video. Alright, I guess everyone will know that the most common game played locally, in local context, in local subject, in local background, is mainly, uh, okay, let's rewind back a bit. I mean, local blaster, foam blaster game that is. Now, for most foam blaster games in local background context, is usually, what's the word for it? Team tag match. No, I don't use the word death because death is, let's just say death is a bit harsh and negative. Of course, it varies from person to person, but I'm using a video friendly format, so I'll call it team tag match. Team tag match format, it's quite easy. Your blaster, the dart hit the other guy acknowledges it, he goes back to the starting point and comes back out. Usually will last 3 to 5 minutes. That's usually the warm-up game. Then of course we also have other games like what's that? Different formats. I'm thinking of a few formats. Another one is have an objective. Maybe like they use a target or maybe a old use container, maybe like a pan. So there are two pans, one for each side. So the opposing side hit the other guy's pan, it goes ding, scores 1 point. So at the end, the higher score wins. Okay, that's one way of scoring. But for the players, if he get hit, he doesn't score. If he gets hit, he just go back. So it's a way of trying to pin down the players of the opposing side. So the less amount of defender, the easier for the attacker to ring the pot and pans as the objective. That's one way of doing it. So and also another one is usually what they call a time attack. So that one's a bit complex usually. You're given a few minutes, then of course there'll be some guy on the side, probably your teammate, to start recording guys how many guys did he send promptly rolling back to the starting point. That one's a bit hard because you need one guy to just write all the records down. That's one of them. And another one, I'm not very sure is it still using. Sometimes a bit complex about handling scores. The other one will be, if I'm not wrong, okay, that one's a bit different. That one will probably need maybe like a dice. Okay, some people use dice, some people use the crocodile dentist by Hasbro. That gadget with a crocodile mouth. Then you press each tooth, and if one random tooth press on it and it snaps on that guy, yeah, that's the gadget. So either they use a dice or a random generator thing like the crocodile dentist. So the thing is, wherever a player gets hit by a dart, the opposing player, so he runs all the way back, presses or throws a dice. If he rolls a one, he goes out permanently. And in this case of the crocodile dentist, the crocodile snaps. That's all, folks. He goes out. Of course, we reset the thing again. So it's a bit of a hit and miss chance thing. It actually sort of encourages players to be not so reckless, and the game tempos actually slows down, which is okay, cool, but it's a different type of game. So that's one of them, one of the variants. And of course, we also have some. I personally know some of them use scales and balances. So that one's a bit for a mature player. So a mature player will use those weighing scales. So what happens is that the scales will have weights. So each respectively will keep adding the weight. So you go, the thing one will go drop down, the other will go up, drop by down, left and right. At the end of the 3 to 5 minutes, the player that tips, the one that touches, wins. Of course, it usually be unlimited chances. Some cases, or some they just throw in an extra thing in there, like you put in a dice roll. So every time you get hit, you go back, you roll a dice roll. You come out 1 or 6, you're out of the game. So yeah, this is to heighten the excitement and also to temper the enthusiasm of the game so that you won't take reckless move. Oh, sorry, make reckless move. That's one of them. So that's all the game. But of course, my next video will show sometimes there are a bit of a long-term tactics or short-term tactics involved. Sorry, tactics involved. Okay, that'll be all. Signing off. Bye bye.